When Brian Tracy asks his students, what do you think is the goal of every business? Everybody shouted, of course to make money, of course to make money. And Brian Tracy said, no, the goal of every business is to create and keep customers. Now, if you're watching this video, you're a digital marketer and a free marketer. I know everybody's goal is to make sales. You understand? I myself, I wouldn't be here making this video if I'm not making money. I wouldn't be here making this video if I'm not making sales. So I don't pretend that I don't want to make sales in business. You understand? But the goal of every business should be how to create and keep customers. Because sometimes when you focus more on the sale, when you're focused more, you're so desperate to get the sale. You're so desperate to get them to give you money. You're so desperate, to convince them to buy your product for your own personal benefits. You lose the sale. But when you focus more on the relationship, when you focus more on building rapport, you're gonna close the sale. So the point is that how do we transition from focusing more on the sale to focusing more on building the relationship and building rapport with our prospects? Now here's the thing. Sales is persuasion, not conviction. Understand? Sales is persuasion, not conviction. Now here's the thing: when conviction is when you want them to do stuff for your own personal reason, like you want them to buy the product so that you can make money. You want them to buy the product so that you for your own selfish interest. You understand? And the prospects are very, very sensitive. The customers are very, very sensitive. When they sensitize that you just want them to buy the product that for your own personal reason, that you don't even care about them, that is when the sale is cancelled. So sales should not be conviction. But a lot of us, including me, what I was doing before is convincing them. I was trying every different thing to convince them to buy the product, to convince them to buy my product so that I can able to make commission. Until I watch this man's video, Myron Goldie's video. Myron Goldie said that sales is not conviction. And that was when I discovered that I have been doing the wrong way, that I should be trying to persuade them. Now what is persuasion? Persuade them is when you want them to, when you help them to make the decision that they already desire to make. If you have been thinking of quitting affiliate marketing because you don't generate leads, even when you do generate leads, after struggling to pitch your product, prospects they come up with, they don't have money to buy your product, or they are not interested, or this is scam. Even sometimes when you present the price of your product to them, they will ghost it, they will never return back to you. Your problem is royal audience. Now the difference between you and big affiliate marketers that are making big money is that they have royal audience that buy whatever they sell. I don't have royal audience that can buy whatever I sell. The moment I discovered this secret, everything changed around for me in affiliate marketing. So that's the reason I'm inviting you today to our 7 days life challenge, where we will be discussing purely on how you can build royal audience that will buy whatever I sell, even though you are just starting out. So click the link in the description of this video to join the 7 days life challenge before it's too late, because this is not available forever. Alright, keep enjoying. When you want them to buy the stuff, that we help them. When you let them realize that you are actually here to help them. Yes, so you want to make money, but your main goal is to help them. Your main goal is to help them lose weight. Your main goal is to help them make money. Your main goal is to help them get the desired result that they are looking for. And that is exactly when you close the sale. Now, persuasion is, like I said before, is helping them make the decision that they already desired to make. So how do you help them make the decision? Is by asking them questions. Sometimes I neglect the power of asking questions in sales. Like when a prospect comes to my DM, I just pitch them immediately. Or whenever I do code DM, I just pitch them immediately, trying to sell my product to them, trying to tell them how I can help them, trying to tell them their benefits. Now, I'm going to give you a simple framework on building relationship and trying to build this report. I derive this framework from hospitals or doctors. Now, here's the thing: when a prospect comes to me, then what I normally do is that I try to sell them my product, try to recommend my product to them. At the end of the day, it's they end up not buying the product. But I see how doctors, sometimes doctors are also selling something else, but they don't try to convince a prospect to buy a product. So whenever a patient comes to the doctor's office, one of the things that the doctor does is he asks the patient, what's your struggle? What is your goal? What are you trying to achieve today? What is happening to you? And the patient will start saying his secrets, how he's doing his illness, and all the rest of them. So the doctor tries to understand, even though the doctor is doing that thing to make money, but it doesn't seem to the patient that the doctor is actually to make money. The patient is seeing that this doctor is actually trying to help me, and that will make them like the doctor more. So if you want a prospect to see that you want to help them, when you want a prospect to see that you like them, you want to help them to solve their problem, ask them questions concerning the product or the niche you are in. Don't just blast them with product of how your benefit can help them. Just ask them some important questions. of the things that they are actually passing through. So when there's a prospect comes to them, instead of just blasting them on how your product can help them, ask them questions, understand their struggling point, understand their pain and all the rest of them. So after you must have addressed this and understand the pain points, another thing that doctors does is doctors label them on their pain. The doctor will start saying that Mrs. This person, if I understand you well, you said that you are struggling with heart pain, I don't work well, I don't do this, I don't do that. The patient will say yes. Now, the importance of labeling is to let the person understand that you actually understand what they are passing through, and for you to confirm that yes, this is exactly what the prospect is actually passing through. Because sometimes we assume that we know our prospect problem, but we don't know. So labeling simply means saying back that problem, saying it back to them, for them to confirm that yeah, this person is here to help me. Say it back to them. Understand? Say the pain back to them. Okay, if I understand you well. Okay, if I understand you well, this is what you are passing through. Now, after you must have labeled them on their problem to let them know you understand the pain points, the next thing is to overview them. If you have been thinking of quitting affiliate marketing because it don't generate leads, even when you do generate leads, after struggling to pitch your product, prospects they come up with, they don't have money to buy your product, or they are not interested, or this is scam. Even sometimes we present the price of your product to them, they will ghost it, they will never return back to you. Your problem is royal audience. Now, the difference between you and big affiliate marketers that are making big money is that they have royal audience that buy whatever they sell. I don't have royal audience that can buy whatever I sell. The moment I discovered this secret, everything changed around for me in affiliate marketing. So that is the reason I'm inviting you today to our 7 days life challenge, where we will be discussing purely on how you can build royal audience that they buy whatever you sell, even though you are just starting out. So click the link in the description of this video to join the 7 days life challenge before it's too late, because this is not available forever. Alright, keep enjoying. Past experience. That's the doctors ask them, is there anything that you have tried before to solve this problem? So the doctor will start asking the patient, have you taken some medications? Have you done operation? Have you done this? Have you done this? You understand? So the doctor tries to overview the past experience to understand the things that they have done before to try to solve this problem. So that is what you should do. So the whole point of this video is ask your prospect question. Ask them some important questions so that they will understand that this person is actually here to help me. And overview the past experience. Actually understand, is there anything that I have tried before to solve this problem and not the rest of them, before recommending your product to them. Because after that, it's based on the information that I gave you, based on those pain points is what you use to sell your product to them. So if you want to build rapport with your prospects, go ahead and ask them some important questions and give them how you can actually solve that problem, rather than just recommending your product to them. So if you love this video, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and give the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop videos like this.